Hello, beautiful people, makeup fanatics, and aspiring makeup artists. Today, I will give you 10 things that you need to know before becoming a professional makeup artist. This is your pro makeup girl, Nika, and you're watching Love for Beauty. Being a professional makeup artist in Los Angeles, which I believe is one of the most competitive markets in the industry, must have taught me a thing or maybe two. Now, I did some hard work to narrow it down to 10 basic things you need to know. I didn't want to overwhelm you, and I definitely do not want to discourage you, but I do want you to be aware going into the entertainment industry or just working full-time as a professional makeup artist, what you're getting yourself into, and I'm giving you the whole truth. So once you have all the facts, you can make your decision if you want to continue pursuing this as your career path. Number one, I would advise you to give it a good thought. Not just overnight. This is a career path you are choosing that will require a lot of your assets like time, finances, and persistence. I would say it could be a fun hobby, but if you really want to pursue it as a career, you want to be 100% sure. You don't want to quit a few weeks into your training or a couple months after your career started. This is serious business, okay? It takes time, like any other business. It's not gonna happen overnight. I'm not saying you might not get lucky, but that is a big if. So make sure you give it a good thought. Sleep on it more than one night. Number two, and it is a very important one. To become a professional makeup artist takes investment, mentally and physically. And I will explain. You need knowledge and practice. And in order to get those things, you need to invest in beauty school, classes, you need to invest in good products, you want to build your kit. And even if you start with the very basic things, it still is a financial investment. And of course, it takes time and dedication to go to school, to practice, and to invest in building your skills. It's a dedication, people. It is more than just a passion. Number three, it's not always going to be easy, especially not in the beginning. You will work in tiny corners, you will work in spaces with no light. By the way, you should invest in the light if you can. That should be part of your kit. And I will make a separate video on that. But you will be working on location. You're not going to have a trailer. It is not going to be all glam at first. And you need to be prepared for that. You will be doing makeup in a van, from the trunk of a car, on a parking lot, in the desert, at a hotel. You know, it's a good investment to have a chair as well, because sometimes you might not even have a chair. You're just gonna have to be mentally prepared that this is what it's going to be like, at least until you get more established. It doesn't sound fun, but you will still have fun if you love doing makeup as much as I do. Number four, and this one is a tough one. Keep in mind, you will probably need a side job or jobs at first to keep afloat. When you're just starting out, especially if you haven't built your skill set yet and you have no connections in the industry, most likely you won't be able to make a living with this job, which is not to mean that you never will. It just means you're gonna need a side job that will carry you through those times when you don't have enough gigs to pay rent. And that's okay. A lot of us have been there. Just sit down and think about all the potential side jobs that you could do, like bartending, Uber and Lyft, food delivery, or babysitting, whatever comes to mind that you are good at or you are willing to do, just to keep you going until your job as a professional makeup artist gets more consistent. I know this is a tough pill to swallow, but I want you to have all the facts, and I don't want you to invest all your time and money into something without knowing what you're getting yourself into. I think that's fair, and I wish someone told me all these things when I was starting out as a professional makeup artist. I don't think it would have changed anything. I still would have pursued my career as a professional makeup artist, but I would have just been more prepared for what's coming at me, and I might have had a better way of overcoming the obstacles that life threw my way. I always like it when I'm prepared mentally for things that are coming, and you can't always be prepared for everything, but it's good to be aware. Number 5, you might have to do some free or low paid gigs. And I know that kind of hits your ego, especially when you're just all excited and you're just starting out, but it's just the way to get your foot in the door. Free or low paid gigs are necessary because that way you still meet people in the industry, you learn what to do, what not to do, you see how everything is done. So it is definitely quite helpful. I did my first project almost for free. My makeup artist instructor invited me, and she ended up paying me some money out of her own pocket because it was a very low budget production. But I learned so much on that set. I couldn't thank her enough, because I would have never known what to do if I ended up by myself on another set without having that experience. The other thing that falls into the same category is free photo shoots. Those are TFP, which means trade for pictures. Find an amazing aspiring photographer who is not famous yet or is just starting out like you, but is amazing at their craft, and pair up with them, create a team, and collaborate. That will give you the amazing photos that you need for your portfolio. And you need a portfolio. If you like my content, support my channel by liking this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is out. Share my content with your friends and invite them to become a part of the Love for Beauty fam. Number 6. And that one is a tough one too. You have to constantly hustle for work. It's just the reality, especially when you're just starting out. Unless you book a TV show or become someone's permanent assistant, you will need to constantly look for work and remind people that you exist to get jobs. The most important thing here to remember is that this is how the industry works. A lot of times it's people referring other people. A lot of times it's someone just worked with you and loved your attitude and your professionalism and recommended you to someone else. Don't feel like you're begging for work. And of course, don't be annoying, but just keep reminding people of your existence. Shoot them an email once every few weeks. Reach out to them and tell them you have some availability and you would like to work with them on their next project. This job is a hustle, and it's all about who you know and who likes you. Next one is number 7. You will be working 10 to 12 hour days. It's just how the entertainment industry works. Sometimes you might go into 13, 14, and even 16-hour days. You're just gonna have to roll with it if you want to work in film or TV. And here with this goes the part that you have to carry your kit everywhere with you, which is pretty heavy. It consists of multiple items. Sometimes you're gonna have to make 2 trips to your car. I normally have my big makeup case, then I'll have a set bag, and then I will have my chair, and sometimes I'll bring a light. So keep that in mind. You can't get away without bringing those things. You have to have your full kit, and you have to always be prepared. Number 8, you got lots of cleaning to do. Surprise! You have to clean all your brushes after each and every person that sits in your makeup chair. Of course, you're gonna have backup, you're gonna have extra brushes, but eventually you're going to have to either stop for a break and clean all your brushes, or use disposable sponges and things like that. Sanitation is one of the most important things in a professional makeup artist's day-to-day work. You cannot get around it unless you have an assistant who's gonna do it for you. But until that time comes, my friend, you're going to have to clean those brushes all day, every day. The more talent and actors you have, the more cleaning. Don't you worry, if you keep going with this career path, I will have a separate video on sanitation, and I will tell you all about it. Number 9, and it is an important one. We'll talk about attire and appearance. A lot of times in production, they require you to wear all black clothing. That way everybody on the crew can spot each other and communicate. A lot of times you're not going to be required to wear all black. Just remember, you work very closely with people all day long. So be clean, smell nice, and look put together. The shoes, very important. You are on your feet 12 hours a day. So I will advise find some comfortable shoes that will not prevent you to do your work properly and will not get you complaining how tired your feet are. Don't wear heels at work. Just don't. I would say a closed-toe shoe is also very important, just because there is a lot of equipment on set. You don't want to kick something, get hurt, then you can't do your job, then they're going to need someone else. It's just the day is going to become a disaster. Also, my advice is do not wear clothes that are too revealing. Just be professional. You're going to have time to wear all your sexy clothing when you go out clubbing with your friends. You came here to work, so dress professionally. As a part of number 9, I also want to mention your hair and makeup. Don't you be coming to work like you just crawled out of bed. How are people going to trust you to make them look beautiful if you look like this? It is not pleasant. People are not going to get a good impression of you. If you don't have time for some reason to do your hair, put it in a nice ponytail or a bun. I don't care if it's a messy bun, as long as you put some effort. It is very important that you're very put together. It doesn't need to be anything complicated. I don't mean that you have to wear full-on glam. Not that it's bad if you do, but you might be wearing close to nothing, such as tinted moisturizer and mascara, and still look clean and presentable. Number 10. Wow, we made it to the last one, and it is a really important one. As a professional makeup artist, you will be dealing with talent, actors, and or clients all day. And most of the times, they will be really kind and fun to be around. But every once in a while, you will get people that are just mad at everything. You will get an actress that is mad because she doesn't like the dress that wardrobe picked out for her. And some people is just who they are. They're just mad at everything and everybody. You absolutely 100% of the time have to have the patience and kindness to deal with people and situations like that professionally without causing drama or unnecessary conflict. And this is such a huge thing in our industry, and you have to be able to deal with it on a daily basis. I know I said most of them will be easy to be around, but let's imagine here you book a TV show and you have to be with the same actors all day, every day for years. Or you have a picky client who is paying you $500 a day to do their makeup. It is absolutely necessary to learn how to deal with these kind of situations. And if you're interested in that, drop me a comment and I will make a whole video on how to deal with difficult situations with actors and talent as a professional makeup artist. Also here, a big one is discretion. You have to be discreet. A lot of times actors and clients might share very personal things about themselves and their lives, and you just have to keep it in. You should never share what they told you with anyone else. This is just another huge part of our job. Don't tell on your clients. This was it from me, guys. I gave you 10 things that you absolutely need to know, in my opinion, if you're looking to pursue a career as a professional makeup artist. I believe all of those are crucial and absolutely important if you want to be working in the entertainment industry for many years ahead. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I hope it helped you decide if this is the right path for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I will see you on the next one. I've been trying to upload videos 2 to 3 times a week, especially for all of you beautiful people. Now, look in the mirror. You are beautiful.